So today we are going to discuss about the entrepreneurship. Okay. Now, firstly, we'll try to understand the definition of entrepreneurship, and further we will discuss the structure of entrepreneurship. So, at first, the definition is it is the process of setting up one's own business. That means I want to make a business. So, I want to make a business of smartwatch, or make a business of smartwatches, or any other thing like mobile phones or any food products. So, if I think about it, then entrepreneurship mindset starts from here, right? So basically, it is the process of setting up one's own business. So, and the continuation of the definition is as distinct from pursuing other economic activity. That it means that other economic activity I am doing job under any company, or under any company, under any institution, then it is not basically entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is something like that I am making my own business. Like we know physics wala. The CEO of physics wala is Alak Pandey sir. So Alak Pandey sir has an entrepreneurship mindset, but the teachers who are working under this company, they are basically under physics all right. They are not thinking anything. They are not thinking anything new. Okay, so basically there will be the what should I say? So they will be the teachers under physics will be the employee, right? And Alexa is the entrepreneur here, right? So what Alak Pandey sir is doing, it is entrepreneurship. What the teachers under the physics is doing is not entrepreneurship. So that is why it is there in the definition that as distinct from pursuing other economic activity, be it employment or practicing some profession. If I am practicing some profession under any company or under any institution, then it is not basically entrepreneurship. This is that will be the separate thing. But entrepreneurship is something that I am making my own business, right? So now we are going to discuss about the structure of entrepreneurship, that basically entrepreneurship development, that how entrepreneurship really works. So basically entrepreneurship is a process, right? Already it is in definition that it is a process basically. Okay, it is a process. So first of all, it is a process. Now the person who is involved in this process, now a person, suppose I am the person who is thinking about the business of smartwatches or any other thing, then what I am doing, what the process I am doing is basically entrepreneurship. But the person who is doing it, in this case me, so I will be the entrepreneur, right? So I am the entrepreneur and the process is basically entrepreneurship. So you need to understand it. And then if I can make a good outcome, or it may be bad also, that doesn't matter. But whatever I am doing, or whatever the output is basically, enterprise. Okay, so suppose I am doing a I am making a I am making a business on smartwatches. Then the process is entrepreneurship, and myself entrepreneur, right? And whatever the output will be, maybe what should I say? Maybe I will go through profit or loss. So the output will be the enterprise, right? Whatever it may happen. So basically, this was the, you can say, basic definition, right? But if we want to understand the definition in detail or more clearly, then we can say it is a systematic. That means idea is not everything. That I have made an idea to make business on smartwatches. So this idea is not sufficient. This idea is not sufficient actually. Now why this idea is not sufficient? Because it needs a proper infrastructure, right? It needs what should I say, proper system. I cannot do it haphazardly, right? So there should be a systematic way to approach for the approach. So it is a basically systematic, purposeful. Now this should be purposeful also. Like if my purpose is to make a business on smartwatches, okay, but what am I doing? Actually I am gaining knowledge about mobile phones. Okay, I am gaining knowledge about any other thing. Then my purpose is lost, right? Like I am thinking about the business, that how Physicswala is making business, that how other companies are making business. So basically, so the approach should be different, because my purpose is to make business on smartwatches. Yes, some things may be common in making business in the educational field, and some field like business of any smartwatches or mobile phones, right? So the many things are in common, but some things which may not be same also, right? So there should be a strong purpose, that why the question is why am I making business on smartwatches? I am thinking about the business of Physicswala. I am thinking about the sorry, the spelling is wrong actually. Okay, so I am thinking about the business of Physicswala. I am thinking about the business of Vedantu, but I am not thinking about that how the other companies, other smartwatch companies are making business. Then the purpose is lost. Or my purpose is to make profit. Okay, my purpose is to make profit on smartwatches, but if I am not go through a systematic way, then my purpose is lost. So this should be purposeful also, that I want to make that amount of profit. I want to make that amount of profit with this business. So here there should be a strong purpose in everything, in every possible what should I say, in every what should I say, in each and every way, right? So it is a systematic, purposeful and creative activity. Now if we think about the not food product. Okay, let me write first. If we think about the company of Lays, suppose think about the company of Lays. If they are not thinking something creative, something unique, then why the product should be, then how they can make profit? We should think about it. We should keep in mind that something unique should be in our business. Something unique should be in our business. Okay. Otherwise, the purpose is lost. Ultimately, the purpose is lost because my purpose is to getting profit. I will go through loss. So, creative activity. It is also a creative activity of identifying a need. Now, we need to think about it, that why it is needed. If I cannot think that why it is needed, then what is the purpose of business? What is the purpose of the business? If I cannot make out, if I cannot make out that if I cannot make out what is the need of certain thing, like what is the need of making business on smartwatches, if I cannot think it, then how can I implement, what should be the implement of my business, right? So the need should be identified, and then making value addition to the customer. Now if the customer is not satisfied, then what is the meaning of my business, right? So we need to add value to the customer. Then a business cannot be established by one man. It is not the thing that one man army, right? So there are investors also. So you need to return. We need to returns. So the investor are basically who are investing in my company or in my business. So they need some returns also, right? They need some returns that. So we should think about that also. Now, so if the investors are not satisfied, then why they will contribute to my business? So this is the question. So returns to the investor, and lastly, and profits for the self accordance with the risks and uncertainties associated with business. Now, lastly, and this is the last point, because if these all things are working, like customer is satisfied, my approach is purposeful, it's a systematic, the things are systematic, then lastly I will think about my profit, right? But the things that I have discussed already, they are in greater priority, and after that I will think about my profit. That so that is why, and profits for the self accordance with the risks. I should think about my profits, but with that I should think about the risks also. That if the investors, if I cannot uh, give good outcome to the investor, what will happen? So there are several risk factors also working or knocking the door. So we should be ready with the risks, right? And uncertainties also. Uncertainty may happen that I may go through loss. I may my business can be shut down. So many uncertainties may happen because ultimately we should think that it is an approach. Okay, it starts from an approach. If it works, then well and good, but it may not work also, right? It may not work also. We may fail also, right? So we should think about it. We should think about the uncertainties associated with the business, and then only a business can be designed. So basically, the thing that we should keep in mind, if I am thinking about any business, like it can be, it may be a business in the field of edtech, right? Like Physicswala is doing well in their field. So Vedantu is doing well in their field. Unacademy is doing well in their field, right? So basically these things are going around us. So, but firstly you have to think that I can make a good business, and the structure should be systematic, purposeful, and we also think about the value addition to the customer. Either the customer or either the customers are satisfied or not. We need to think about it. We need to think about the investors also, that they are getting their desired return. Okay, we need to think about, and lastly we should think about our profits for this, right? Profits for the self accordance with risks. Okay, we should think about the risk associated with my business, that I may face these types of risks and uncertainties. Then only we can design a proper business plan, right? So these things are these things are all about the entrepreneurship, and I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and I will try to make more videos on it in future. So this is the end of the lecture. I hope you enjoyed it.